What is up and good morning, YouTubers? My name is Lucas and I'm here to help us build healthy relationships. So I've been extremely busy with work. Dance has been picking up like crazy last week and the week before, and this week I am literally working so much I'm meeting my weekly goals. So praises. So, I've talked a lot about communication with relationships, and I've been trying to guide people into this place of you have to communicate with your partners, with your friends, with your coworkers, with your family. You have to communicate with them. And what I normally find is the biggest issue that I have, and this is something I picked up from a generational thing. This is a generational iniquity that we have that I'm really doing my best to let go of, is before I communicate with them, I start playing through conversations inside my head, right? I start going through this energy of, I really want to talk to them about this, but what if they said this in response? And what if they felt that way? And what if this happened? And what is this? And it's all about finding the worst possible things that are going to go on. And then we're projecting that energy onto the situation from our subconscious mind. We're taking our subconscious mind, our subconscious thoughts, and we are projecting it onto that reality, okay? Then we show up, and guess what? Everything hits the fan, it's a disaster, and it goes exactly as you thought it would because you projected it. This happened last week in a class that I subbed, okay? Where for 2 whole weeks, from the time that they asked me to the time that I went in and assisted the person to the time I got there, they were going, this class is really small and they're really young and they don't deal well with male teachers and blah, 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 blah. And even though I came and assisted and was there with the original teacher, the first week I showed up, what happened? One girl didn't even show up from the last week because she knew I was going to be there. The next week, another girl that was basically fine, she cried. Her mom had to stay there. Why? Because we projected the energy onto them. It's like that energy of with dogs, okay? If you walk in and you act afraid of them, they're gonna go even closer to you and you're gonna freak out. Project the best. Project the best. When I go into this situation, what is the best thing this person could say to me? What is the best feeling they could have by me talking to them? What is the absolute best, most amazing product ending that could happen out of this situation coming into play? What are all these amazing things that are going to happen? And then start thinking about it and projecting all that positive energy, all that uplifting, inspiring energy. Inspire yourself to get there. Boom. Now, I can hear some of you right now, okay, #psychic, I can hear some of you saying, oh, but if I project positive expectations all the time, then I'm just going to get disappointed and it's just not going to work out. Now, here's the thing. Does life work out exactly as we want to all the time? Well, up to this point, no. Things have not always gone according to plan. However, I have spent a lot of time being an optimist. I have. Okay, and I've been recently diving into the more realistic, I'd call it pessimistic, side of life, and you know what I learned? It doesn't feel any better. It really doesn't. Things change in the moment, okay? And it's whether or not we can accept those changes that are going to help us, but in the end, if you're grounded and stable inside of the fact that I feel good, I am happy, I know this is for the best, then, these nervous tics, they're popping up, then nothing's going to affect or waver that energy because you already feel good, right? But my point is, our subconscious mind is constantly manifesting and producing energy about situations, about people, about places, about events and circumstances. We are constantly manifesting this energy, right? It's building, it's momentum, it's whoa. And from what I've learned, optimism works more often than not. I would rather be optimistic Let's say 95% of the time. 95% of the time and get disappointed 10% of that time. Then be pessimistic 95% of the time and still get disappointed 10% of the time. Okay, things go differently than we anticipate them to. Like, that's life. Like, we are creators co-creating with other creators and other creators, both angelic and, I don't like satanic or demonic. What's the opposite of that? What's something that's like similar? Let's say benevolent and malevolent beings. There are those beings everywhere, both in the physical reality with you and around you spiritually and around you energetically. And then, of course, then there's the whole big circle of the 13th dimensional God, right? Those things are all manifesting at the same time. And we have to keep that in mind as we're manifesting, creating things with our own lives. Things shift. It's okay. But being an optimist, it just feels better. It just feels better on the inside. And then it's those moments when things are going differently, not wrong, not bad, going differently than we anticipated them, that we can step back and go, you know, right now, I'm going to surrender to this. And it's that, wow, even just by saying that, I felt this huge amount of heat and chills. They're filling me up right now, all the way down to my feet. It's knowing when it's time to surrender and when it's time to fight. And that balance of surrender and fight is so important. And surrender to optimism. Surrender to the best possible outcomes. Surrender to the knowing that this is all going to work out. It's all going to manifest in the best, brightest light. Not just for yourself, not just for me, but for everyone. And in the process, be honest. Be honest. Because if you're being a good person and you're really putting it out there that I'm really doing my best right now to manifest this situation to the highest good, then everyone that hears you will respect you, appreciate you, honor you, adore you, love you, want you, need you, feel you, before you. Everything. So do it because it's easy and it's fun. So that's our message for today, guys. Hit subscribe, hit like. I'm so glad I'm doing a video this morning. I have the energy. I have the energy. And so the energy is here. This is the best. Y'all are awesome. Bye now.